Throughout this week, I've been posting about our identity, how important it is for every soul living on this planet Earth to know who they are. And you see, I say every soul because the animals, they don't have a soul actually. They have a life within them, but they cannot do one thing that we human beings can do. We are able to reason, we are able to reflect, we are able to imagine, we are able to see within ourselves. But no other creature, no other creation on this planet Earth can do this. Only human beings can actually think, can reason, can have emotions. I mean, somebody may tell me that, my dog has emotions. When my dog sees me and my dog is wagging his tail, that's actually emotion. But the dog is doing something instantly, something without thinking about it. But you human beings, when you see somebody that you love, you're experiencing love, joy, contentment. And this is an expression of your innermost person. Because the person you are is not just biological. It's first of all spiritual. So this is the point here. Before somebody tries to build wealth, the first thing that person must do is to build the self. Because if you have not built yourself, you may probably accidentally find wealth or riches. What's going to happen next? You're certainly going to waste all that wealth, all that riches. The reason is because you did not spend time to build the self. The self is the inner you, your character, your personality, the person you are truly. We all have been created for a purpose. We all have been equipped with a mind, with a brain, and we have a gift that comes with that package. And when God sent us down on earth, when He created us to be like Him. Because remember in Genesis chapter 1 what God said, let us create man in our image. Meaning that God gave us most of His characteristics. And He said in the Bible too, that God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love. A spirit to create. So that's why a person needs to know who he or she truly is. Because if you know who you truly are, you're going to start being more self-confident. Because with self-confidence, you can take bold decisions where people would have fear of taking risks. You would move forward. So finding your identity, who you truly are, is paramount. You don't have to go to too many places to find out who you truly are. You may go to your parents and ask them, who am I? They would tell you, your name is so and so. Like me, my parents, if they were alive, I would ask them, who am I? They would say, you're Ronnie, and we gave birth to you. Or they probably also say, you're Haitian, you speak Creole, you speak French, and you went to that school, that's who you are. So the who you are is not simply biological. Remember this. The who you are is theological. Your true person comes from God and from God alone. You are not born out of a random cosmic, a big bang, an explosion, and you are just here to survive, as Charles Darwin would have said it. No, we're not just here to survive and procreate or to duplicate our bodies, like giving birth to other people. We're not just there to multiply physically. We are there to steward what God already created, including ourselves. We are there to steward everything that God has created for our own happiness. So you've got to identify yourself. So whoever is listening, I'm not going to be too abundant. I'm not going to talk too much about this because I have spent quite a long time throughout this week talking about this. I've posted reels. You may have seen them, you've seen probably the whole video. And if you have not done so yet, I would kindly invite you to go and find a full video where I'm teaching about finding your true identity, because this is where wealth building starts. You need to start identifying the true you. So if there's anyone online, I am welcoming your questions. You can drop them down in the comment, and I will answer. It crossed my mind that I would like to bring in. Would you let somebody start building your house without spending an appropriate amount of time to build the foundation, to set up the blueprint and build the foundation? Or would you also hire somebody who is unexperienced, somebody who knows nothing about house building? I don't think you would make those choices, because your house is the place where you would like to feel safe. You would like to also be proud of your house, the architecture. You don't want to have, crooked corners. You don't want to have lots of zigzags where they're not supposed to be zigzags. You want to see straight lines where there's supposed to be straight lines, and where there are supposed to be curves, you want those curves to be there. So when it comes to our house, our physical house, we want it to look beautiful, and we want it to stand on a very solid foundation. But what about our life? If we want to build a foundation of our life, would we let anybody come with no experience, somebody who has never built a house before? Would we let that person come and build our house? No, I don't think so. We would seek for an experienced and qualified engineer and architects for them to design and build our house. So we've gotta be as selective, as smart when it comes to building our mind. When I'm talking about building our mind, I'm talking about building your wealthy mindset. Wealthy mindset, I call it actually the greatest asset that you could ever have. People are talking about, how much they have on their savings account, on their checkings account, how much investments that they've made, how many portfolios that they are stewarding, they're managing, how many projects they have on their way. But they don't really talk about their mind. And the reason why they can actually talk about all of these things is because they have spent certainly some amount of time to work on those things. And I commend that. I really congratulate them on that, because it takes discipline, courage, commitment, sacrifice to have a very big project on the way, or to even make it happen, to make it successful. It takes a lot of discipline to save money, and it takes a lot of boldness, a lot of courage to make investments. So I applaud that. I would really commend a person who does all that. But how sustainable these things are going to be? Let's say, okay, you had the knowledge, the intelligence, and the skill sets to do all of these things. But let's say you probably in your 70s, your 80s, or your 90s, you will probably have to leave. You will probably have to leave this planet Earth. Nobody's there forever. Who is going to take those things upon their own responsibilities? Who is going to take charge? Who are you going to pass on these legacies to? Are this person as prepared as you are or as you've been? You got to think about that. So if you're building your mindset, think of also building the mindset of your children. If you're building your mindset, think of also building or help your wife, your spouse, your husband. So all I'm saying is we need to invest a serious amount of time to start working on ourselves. And this is not something that you will just start and say, okay, after 3 months, I got my diploma, I have built my mindset, and just like at school, I am graduated. No. In terms of mindset building, is something that you will need to do continuously. You in it for the long haul. You stop learning when you die. That's when you stop learning. You stop learning when you are no longer here. Because life is changing, things are changing, everything is dynamic. So you got to change with things, and you got to learn as things are changing in order to adapt. Because adaptation is one of the greatest strategies that could ever exist. Adaptation. Somebody who can adapt is flexible. Somebody who is willing to adapt is saying, okay, I am adapting, but it doesn't mean that I am giving up on my values. Adaptation does not mean that you need to, take the exact shape of this new environment. It means that I need to learn how to navigate this new environment. Okay, so that's why in the Bible, the Apostle Paul recommends that we need to always renew our mind. The renewal of our mind is not something that is a one-off thing. Some Christians, when they are born again, they believe it's the day that they accept Jesus Christ in their life. That's on that day that everything has passed. No, every day you have to renew. You have to renew. You have to renew in communion. You have to renew in prayer. You have to renew in ways that you are interacting with your brothers and sisters. Because, we get to change. And our environment keep influencing us. So you need to start working on yourself. You need to start renewing your mind now. If you need to change your life, if you need to turn your life around, you don't like the situation that you're living in, the first thing you need to do is not to look outside of yourself, look inside of yourself. Ask yourself, what do I need to change? What do I need to learn? And also, most importantly, what do I need to unlearn? Because if the things that you have learned, they have served you something important or something valuable, you may have been more content, more happy. You may have been happier with your life now. Reason why you're probably following this live, it's because there's something that you want to change. Just like myself, there are many things that I want to change in my life. And I have made up my mind, my life is not going to be as it is now. every day I have to learn something new. Every day I need to see myself growing. And I want to make sure as I am growing that my surrounding is growing as well. So that my children, they could see me as a role model, as an example. So when I leave, they would carry on with the same patterns, with the same examples. So as parents, we have that leadership to embody, to embrace, in order to prepare the future generations. When does it start? It starts now. When do you have to start? Today. In fact, you don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow does not belong to you. And your past has gone. There's nothing you can do about your past. Okay, pick up a piece of rock and throw it. And try to catch it at the same time with the same hand that throws it. Would you be able to do that? Well, that would be a one-off thing, because I have not seen somebody who has done something so phenomenal before. It's the same as your past. You have thrown it as a piece of rock. There's no way you can catch it back. All you can do with that piece of rock of your past, you can follow the track that it has gone through. You can learn from your past, but you can't change your past. You can plan for your future. You can work today to make your future a better future, but there's nothing you can do about your future apart from planning or doing something now.